Good evening. Has the orchestra looped once, or is it still the first playthrough? Good evening. I have some time then. I'm muted. I went to drink some water. And then I forgot to unmute. Full-time professional streamer, by the way. So when do we learn to unmute our mics properly? Have you seen that meme? Pro streamer, by the way. Simply the best. Thank you, Sean. Thank you for the super chat. You do not need to super chat that. I appreciate it. Thank you. I probably could have just looked at chat and witnessed the millions of people typing muted, 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 muted. You missed my amazing joke. Never mute. Easy. No, because I make gross sounds when I'm coughing and sneezing and other bodily functions like farting. I always mute. Oh, you can't stop me. Okay, well, thank you again for the second super chat. You want to hear all of it? No, because I fucking despise hearing burping and farting and all that gross stuff on the mic. Coughing. I don't even like coughing into the mic. I try not to eat into the mic. I don't want to do any of those horrible, gross things into the microphone, even though you're accusing me of being gross. But I intentionally mute so that you don't hear that. Have you ever heard of the Australian national anthem? And by that I mean Down Under by Men at Work. I think it would be very difficult for someone in the mid-30s to avoid Men at Work by... Land Down Under by Men at Work. Sneeze into the mic, please, Sensei. I think I've sneezed on stream a couple times, but I try and not blow my nose into the mic. I try not to sneeze into the mic because I personally don't like listening to that. So I try not to do it on my own stream because I am self-conscious about that. A lot of content muted. Well, yeah, because it's disgusting. It's horrible. It's gross. Have I ever sung Land Down Under? I don't know. Has anyone ever truly sung Man Down Under? I guess it does. Oh, no, it's Land Down Under, isn't it? I guess, it does have singing in it. I was about to make a diss and be like, it's actually like basically spoken word. But no, it does have some singing in it, right? Thank you for the consideration, Clio. You're better for it. Thank you. Thank you. That's what you should be saying. You should be thanking me for not being gross. Instead of accusing me of being gross for not doing it into the microphone, which is somehow... I mean, maybe you're like warming up for like a gym session, so you're doing a massive stretch, like you're reaching that far. I don't know. Fake chat message? No, I didn't invent that. I really didn't. The duality of chat. Considerate Clio. That's me. I'm considerate Clio. Please, shower me with praises. Shower me with praises. I had some things to stimulate the conversation at the start, but I had it on my phone, and my phone battery just died. Do I have any battery? I have 17%. The miracles of charging phones. Wait a second, my phone is in the wrong time. What? No, it's not. Okay. Come on, Spurs, European champions. That's who I was cheering for when I was asleep and not actually watching. So I woke up to the news. Hello. Thank you, Don't Feed Phil, the super chat. Thank you very much. I was hoping that Spurs would win, partly because, you know, Ange Postecoglou is Australian. Cheer on the Australian manager. He is now the first manager to win a major European title. I think he's... Yeah, no, and he was the first to win a title in the UK, I think? I don't know. But yeah. Have I eaten anything today? Yes, I have. I have had lunch, and I've had dinner, and I've also had yogurt. I think that's it. Yeah. The game was a clown fiesta. Spurs, one of the most Spurs way possible. It looked like it was the shittest final I've ever seen. That I've never seen, I guess, actually. From what I could see, like, even the goal that went in was an absolute shithouse of a goal. But, you know, if it goes in the net, then who cares? Have Everton won any trophies? Not a dig. Yes, Everton have actually won... I think we're in the top 10 most successful teams in British football history. Or English football history. We won the FA Cup. We won the European Cup. We've won the Premier League 7 times. 8 times. 7 times? I don't know. Oh. Huh. Okay. Sorry, I just had the Discord open because I was trying to help people with their connection issues. Apparently, Australians in stream, any people geolocated in Australia, don't dox yourself. Are you watching the stream and it's not lagging? Because I've got quite a few people trying to watch via Discord, and they're saying that it doesn't work. Here, it's fine for me. What time is it? It is 10:14. Queenslander, no lag. Spurs has more European titles than Arsenal. I mean, 1 is greater than 0, right? I don't know. You're not Australian, but here's my full address. Well, don't do that. It's good for you. Good for you. Via Discord. Well, they're watching... They're in the Discord, my Discord. And I was trying to help. Because apparently some people can't watch streams at all on YouTube unless they have hype chat installed, so maybe get that. And then I don't know other alternatives. I hope it's working. I hope it's working. I don't know. I would like my audience to be able to watch this because, you know, this may be for like an EU targeted stream, but it's also for Australians, even though it is 10 p.m. on a Thursday. Right? It is Thursday. Yeah. Good morning, guys. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the beautiful, beautiful world that we are. I have done very little very, very little today. I was productive at first. I was actually quite productive. Then we had the collab. If you haven't seen it, it's on the FaZe Connect main channel. Check out the FaZe Connect main channel for the first ever full Invaders collab, which was a trivia session about FaZe Connect, and I did pretty bad. I did pretty bad because a lot of the questions were like lore-based, and I, despite being the archivist and historian of FaZe Connect, I did not great. And I got bamboozled by all the fake out answers as well. I got really bamboozled by all the fake out answers. So that's my excuse, is that there were lots of questions in which the answer could have been two things, and it in fact was the one that I never picked. But I still think I got over 50% right, so that's a passing mark. That's a pass. I got over 50%, I think. Name the birthday on the 7th of October. It's you, senpai. It's Ayase Yu, as it turns out. I'm still new. Yeah, some of the questions were like, not necessarily the most obvious of answers. Like, for example, birthdays. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember most people's birthdays. I know mine. I know my sisters. I think I know my nieces. And then also, I don't even know my parents. But is that bad of me that I don't remember completely my parents' birthday? What is my birthday? It's coming up, if you want to get excited. My birthday is on the 2nd of July. Isn't that exciting? You don't know your parents either? Okay. You demand a FaZe Connect history collab quiz. That could be good. That could be pretty good. But, I guess I have to be the host, right? The problem is, like, some of them have probably watched Hitalia. And then, because they've watched Hitalia, they're gonna get the answers right for some bullshit reason. You're terrible with birthdays? Yeah, I don't know why, but, like, birthdays are, like, a massive gap in my knowledge for, I don't know, family relationships. So I'm always very confused by it, to be honest. I don't know. Any plans for my cake day? You'll have to wait and see. I am cooking up a storm. Potentially. Potentially. So please be patient whilst hopefully it happens, because there's a lot going on behind the scenes that hopefully will be done in time. Hopefully. Cooking hand cam. Not sure. Not sure. The shrimps are going on the Barbie. But there will be, so if you're not aware, for the new people, I mean, for the people who don't experience FaZe Connect birthdays, there will be birthday merch. That's something that does happen. So if there's something that you maybe are interested in that is Clio themed, you could potentially look forward to that in just over a month. Also, you missed the quiz, you're at work. That's fair. It was like at 12 o'clock, I think. What would be Clio's? You'll have to wait and see. You'll have to wait and see. Beret cake? No, there's no berets involved in my birthday, okay? It was rigged. The poll? Yes, I think the quiz was rigged. Beanie Hype, thank you. Can I pin super chats? Thank you, Cat98, for the super chat. Can I pin that? Is that possible? Am I able to do that? Do I not have hype chat enabled? Pin. Nope. I can time you out for super chatting apparently. Do I? Oh, I don't have hype chat enabled in my OBS. Guys, you better not type too fast, otherwise my OBS session will crash. Please do not crash the OBS by typing beanie all at once. Oh, there we go. Hang on, Auto 2D. Thank you very much. Nope. Wait, hang on. Pin message. There we go. There we go. Problem solved. Yippee! Don't... People who type Barry will be re-educated. It's not officially a beret after the quiz. Thank you for the super chat, Endomitus. It is not. It is absolutely not. The type of hat hasn't changed. It is still a beanie. It is still a beanie. You will be sent to re-education camps in FaZe Library. I have a nice comfy chair that you can lie back in and watch a really big screen. And you'll have a really nice time. And then you'll never remember it. Re-education through labor? No. There are 4 lights. There are 4 lights. I am wearing a beanie. There are 4 lights. No, don't type that. That's naughty. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that one. Sorry, buddy. Thank you for the super chat, Valdian. As someone who wears a beret every day for my job, I think it's time to come to terms with it, Clio. What do you do that means you have to wear a beret? What the heck? What work do you do that you have to wear a beret in? Are you like in the military? Oh, okay. Are you in the French military? An artiste? Well, I think that's a choice rather than a forced. He's cosplaying me? Well, if he was cosplaying me, then the cosplay would involve a beanie. Right? It's a beanie. It is a B-E-I... Oh no, B-E-A-N-I-E. Thank you for the super chat. No, that's a donation.
There are 5 lights.
No, it's... Thank you for the donation, but it's a beanie. I just forgot how to spell beanie, okay? Look, I'm very stupid, okay? My old model had a beanie, and my current one does have a beanie as well. Thank you very much for all the super chats, guys. Right, I had something that I was like, oh, this could be something fun to talk about. Because I found it on I can't remember, it might have been Reddit. No, it was Twitter. I was productive, I swear, for a little bit today. I was a little bit productive, and then I stopped being productive. Where is it? How do I look at my bookmarks? Oh, cool. Thank you, Drex. Welcome to the Hackstorians. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much, guys. Thank you for the support. How do you check your shit? There we go. Bookmarks. Speaking of Tottenham, turns out Finn Balor is a Tottenham Hotspurs fan, which, if you're a wrestling fan, would explain why he never wins anything. Except, well, Tottenham now won something. But, you know, he continues to never win anything, so, yeah. And then I found some very nice art involving, pants. Pants for certain fabric, and I was like, ooh, That looks nice. Evocative of Dizzy Senpai's outfit, if you catch my drift. The Europa League against Man United doesn't count, but it does. It really does. Anyway, why do you like sports? Sports are stupid. That is an interesting question. And one that is fraught with internal inherent biases. You ask, why do you like sports? Sports are stupid. I could turn the question on you and I could say, why don't you like sports? Sports is great. I was brought up to... Oh, thank you very much, Red Heracross. Welcome to the Hackstones as well. Thank you very, very much. I was raised into a family of very sporty people. I was a very sporty, athletic person. So cheering for my local team, or my family team, was the thing to do. Bro said that when like 20 times more people would say the same thing about VTubers. That's true. That is true. People can be reductive about anything. Clio in a uniform sprinting downfield. I mean, I was a striker at one point, but my most successful position was central attacking midfield, so yeah. You like boxing, but that's about it? Yeah. I mean, sport is essentially, you know, it's been the public entertainment for thousands of years. Like, gladiatorial combat is a sport. So, you know, chariot racing is a sport. You know, people have been entertained by and cheering on and engaging in sports for well over 2 millennia. Do you think FaZe FC can perform Ange Ball? I would like FaZe FC to play much better football than Ange Ball, if I'm going to be honest, but yeah. Don't striker, that's assault. Thank you, Brave SJ. I don't know. Taste is subjective, of course. Of course, taste is subjective. Does feel a little bit reductive to be like, why do you like potentially the most popular piece of media that has been created by humanity for the last 2 millennia? I don't know. Because it's fun. You like cheering for the team. You like cheering them on when they win. You like booing them when they lose. Well, try not to boo when they lose, but why am I so normal? Because I am? I don't know how to answer that. I have niche interests. I have niche fashion interests. But, you know, it's I just part of me. I've always liked sports. I like, I guess, less niche things like VTubers, for example. Like, VTubing is a subset of an online, I don't know, media? Because VTubers are a subset of, I guess, content creation / streaming. But not every VTuber has to be a streamer, I suppose. They can be other things. You know. I think, yeah. Like, VTubing is definitely a lot more niche of a topic. Entertainment. Well, I hope I'm entertaining you. I don't know. Maybe this stream isn't because I'm just talking about boring topics, but I don't know. I hope you're having a nice time so far. Pull up a pew, grab a drink. And yeah, we'll be doing a stream on Saturday evening because I have a family get together on Saturday. So I will be gone all day and afternoon, and then when I get back, we'll be making FaZe FC, hopefully. Barring the beret, you're not boring at all. Well, I'm not wearing a beret, so I guess I'm not boring. Yippee! If I get back, there's a very, very, very small percentile that I'm not going to make it home in time for the stream. in that I guess I would have to get in some sort of accident, which I'm not planning on, because I'd like to, I don't know, like to keep doing this for a long time. My streams are great. Thank you very much. Do you have a favorite museum? The museum that I used to work with was pretty cool. I guess I'm slightly biased to that one, but there's some really good ones in Venice. There's some amazing ones in Athens. There's some good ones in Rome. I think Milan has a pretty nice museum as well. The British one is pretty good. I've answered this question before. Yeah. Here for the yappers whilst I work. Yay! I'm glad. The Clio buried Dark Age. How dare you? You're in Athens, but it was so full of people. Well, it's the capital city of Greece. Of course it's full of people. It's the biggest population of Greek people in the world, the second being Melbourne, Australia. Did you know that? Did you know that? That the second biggest population of Greek people in the world after Athens, Greece, is Melbourne, Australia? There's a fun fact for you. That the city must suck? No, it's really good. Why would you know that? Because it's a fun fact. Melbourne has some good museums. I haven't had a chance to visit them all, but yeah. Not Hades. Well, Hades isn't real. I'm sorry to burst the bubble. Wasn't it because of World War II? After World War II, huge amounts of Italians and Greeks moved to Australia for a better life because, you know, Europe got kind of messed up by World War II. Have you seen Triumph the Insult Comedic Dog? I have not. What did you ask if Milan had? I'm from there. Oh, no, I think Milan has some good museums that I can't remember if I've been to or not. I think I have. I think I've been to the main one, but I can't remember too much. Lots of Croatians as well. Yeah, basically like a lot of different European nationalities. After World War II, they moved en masse to Australia. Because Australia had this, okay, this might be a bit of a controversial thing to talk about. Australia had this thing called the White Australia policy, in which people could not move to Australia unless they were a certain ethnicity. And most of those were English or Irish. And so if you were anything darker skinned than that, so Germans could go, French people could, but I think like Spanish people weren't allowed in, Italians weren't allowed in, Greeks weren't allowed in, and I know you guys are going to be like, but Clio, they're white. Yes, but in the 1950s, if your skin was like ever so slightly tanned compared to like, you know, Caucasian whites, you were not allowed in. Unless you were, I think, Chinese, because they used a lot of Chinese labor in the gold rush. That's for sure. I remember that. But I guess the gold rush maybe predated Federation and White Australia policy. Anyway, the Palazzo Ducale in Venice is great. Yes, highly recommend. Great museum. So yeah, it was after World War II that they started letting more people in. And then I don't remember when it was repealed. Any Australians in the chat who maybe remembers? I think it was in the 50s. I think it was in the 1950s, 1960s that White Australia got... Eventually they stopped doing that. I think. 70s? It was the 70s? What the... Wait, really? When did... Hang on. I'm gonna rely on Google search here, which is a terrible idea. When did White Australia policy end? 1973? Uh-oh, I'm hearing my own stream? Oh, because I've tabbed into my own stream. Okay, sorry. 1973, that's surprisingly late. I thought it was much earlier than that, but oh well. Yeah. Sounds about right. Around the same time, they stopped considering the Aboriginal population local fauna. Yeah, they did do that as well, which is... that's certainly something. Am I getting yelled at by management to not talk about this? Oh, no, I'm not. No, never mind, I'm fine. I was just checking. I got a ping and I was like, oh! Oh, it was just a DM. No sleep speedrun, let's go. You should get to sleep. I think that if you are dedicated to your Oshi and you want to support them by watching all the streams possible, I think your Oshi would probably be... I'm not assuming that I'm your Oshi. I think your Oshi would probably want you to be healthy first, rather than supporting them, because you being healthy means you being happier. And then hopefully you being better off. So yeah. Watch the 11-hour odd VODs. You don't have to. You don't have to. I would prefer... For me personally, at least, I don't know if I can speak for everyone, but I would like to think that I'm speaking for most VTubers here. I would prefer you guys to look after yourselves over prioritizing me. I would much prefer you guys to, you know, have a healthy sleep amount per day. You know, hopefully looking after yourself physically, emotionally, able to financially support yourself. That's a big one. That's a big one for me. Oh, thank you very much, Emmett. Thank you for the super chat. I would very much prefer that you guys only support me if you are in a situation that you are financially stable enough to do so, because I am not worth going into financial trouble for. Absolutely not. Oh, thank you, Slowboy. Based Slowboy. I'm about to leave for I'm an Anime Boston. Are you going to any cons soon? I want to see Clio the Omega Idol on stage. Why Omega Idol? There is stuff in the works that I am trying my gosh darn hardest to make happen, but I'm just having to wait. As for the other conventions that FaZe Connect is going to be doing, I will presumably be able to show up at any convention that FaZe Connect is doing. So if any convention that has FaZe Connect at, I'm probably very likely to be able to show up at it. The one with Anime North that is, I think, this weekend, I did get the opportunity to take part because obviously we were going through debut and everything whilst it was all being organized. And so they did offer, because Sleepy and Mary both had prior engagements for Anime North. So they were already going to be there regardless of being in FaZe Connect. And then I was offered to potentially be involved in the FaZe stuff, but I had to do music. I had to be involved in the music aspect, so I would have to do some karaoke. I was tempted to make a shitpost, but I didn't do it in time because the turnaround was really, really tight. So I was basically, in the time that I was trying to set up my debut, I was also going to have to try and record karaoke, which is not pretty difficult. I was pretty strapped for time, and I'm kind of strapped for time still, even after debut, just because I like streaming so much. Even days like today, in which I was trying to be productive working on the history lecture. Unfortunately, I didn't really get much done today. And I actually have kind of bad news, but I'll get to the bad news in a sec. Because I have to look at these super chats that were sent whilst I was answering that question. But thank you for the question about cons. I really want to try and appear at as many cons as possible, because I want to try and appear at anywhere that is local to you guys if we can. I would like to go to. Vexpo is something that I'm really excited for. I believe FaZe Connect is confirmed for it. I think so. I'll probably be showing up in that at some point. I'm pregnant? No. No, I'm not. Sorry, let me just hydrate. Guys, if that hasn't been confirmed, hit yourself with a brick right now and forget that I said that, okay? Okay? All good? Thumbs up? Everyone agree? Yep. 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 Said what? Exactly. Good mentality. Good mentality. Okay. Your brick broke? You can go get another brick. It's not that hard. Don't say I'm bricked up. I sadly know what that means, because I've been a streamer for almost 3 years, and you pick up on weird things that people say on the internet. There's some really strange things on the internet that when I started streaming, one of my first friends in VTubing was formerly Matoy Mia, now just Mia. And she, I can't remember what it was, but I was watching her do a stream, and all of a sudden, like, hypnosis stuff came up as a stream topic. And I was very, very confused, and I just typed a lot of question marks into the channel, into the chat. And then she used the time to elucidate me on various different types of online hypnosis communities, and I was very scared. Very, very scared and confused. So there's a lot of very strange things out there that I kind of wish I was not aware of, to be honest, but I guess whatever floats your boat, right? Professional gooners. Yeah, and they're not professional Arsenal fans, I'll tell you that. Konbanwa. One of my students probably was into it. I don't want to think about anything like that, to be honest. Realistically, the amount of effort that I need to care about a student is them showing up to classes, 1, 2, them showing up to, submitting assessments. That's literally as much as I need to care about their existence. I don't need to go on beyond that, because it's not my place. Why am I a teacher? I'm not a teacher anymore. I'm not going to say it out loud. Thank you for the super chat. It wasn't just that, it was more. There was more than just that, sadly. As it turns out. Because the internet is a fascinating place, I guess. Anyway, sorry, to go back to the super chats from before. I heard VTubers describe streaming as busking on the internet. Yeah. Tossing a coin to your streamer is great, but also being present is support too. Yeah, absolutely. Especially on Twitch, where I run ads. On YouTube, I currently don't run ads. I guess what I could do to start making it fair is there is a way to run ads manually. I could run ads at the same time on Twitch and YouTube, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it on YouTube, to be honest, because I have no idea. Because I earn money from YouTube based on ads, and because I stream so long, it is actually kind of deceptively decent money. If I check my backlog real quick, and by backlog I mean my studio, I think I was earning somewhere around 80 to 100 US dollars a day from YouTube ads on my streams, which I don't know how that works, but yeah, but also there's probably because there's people who are watching with YouTube Premium, right? So yeah, it's a pretty significant amount, considering it's just passive income, right? It's just passive income because I didn't do anything to make that happen, but apparently it was happening. So you know, if I stream every day, that's a decent amount of money every day from my streams, just from ads. So like, you know, if you don't want to support me financially, that's all good, because if you sit and watch ads, then I do actually get somewhat paid. On Twitch, it's more. On Twitch, I think at the moment, despite, if I have to, you know, talk about numbers, which I hate talking about numbers, I do currently at the moment, I have more people watching me on YouTube than I do on Twitch. But because of the ad system, the way it works on Twitch, I actually get paid quite a lot more. I think at the moment for my regular streams, you know, just from lurkers watching ads, I think I'm getting somewhere in the region of like $300 to $400 a stream from the ads, which again is just like pretty good. It's pretty good. So it's, you know, the only reason I'm bringing it up is because it helps save up for the house. So yes, if you are wanting to support but you can't do it financially, just be aware that like simply watching the streams and, you know, enjoying the adverts, or enjoying the adverts is maybe a strong statement, sitting through, tolerating the adverts, it does help. It does actually help me. Why do you want to buy a house? Because I'm in my 30s and I'm house sharing, and I would like to have a place for my own, to call my own, and then I can have a dedicated streamer set up, and then I can have privacy, and then I can do hand cam streams, and then I can do cooking streams, as in COOK, because I know the internet is going to be silly about that. And then I can, you know, make more content for you guys. But unfortunately, I can't do that because I simply do not have the living space to do it, because I live in a tiny, tiny box. Like, I would love to do, like, I get asked, because I've gotten into, through streaming, I've gotten into Warhammer. I would love to buy a Warhammer Old World set. I would love to buy the Tomb King set that exists. Unfortunately, one, it's stupidly expensive, and I've never done it before, so I'm a bit terrified of making that much of a purchase. And then two, oh, thank you very much, Manflash. Thank you for the 10 memberships. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Two, I have no space to put it. Like, once I've got the box, and then I need to put the figures somewhere, I don't have a place to put them. There's nowhere for me to put them. So I would need to have a like a place to house all the stuff that I want to do for streaming. Oh, thank you very much for the super chats, guys. More hag hands and hag slop. I noticed that Jowzy's clip has a lot more views because I joined FaZe. There was a lot of people being mean in the comments. I took a peek because I was curious to see if people had maybe commented on it. There's some really mean people on the internet. Fucking hell. All I did was just make a quick dinner for myself, and then people were like, holy shit, that looks fucking disgusting. She's terrible at cooking. wow. And I was just like, what? I thought it was okay. It tasted great. It looked great. And then people were like, OMG, I can't believe she made girl dinner. It was just like, what? Yeah, it was the spaghetti and meatballs. Although it's not really spaghetti because it was penne meatballs. Well, it's penne and bolognese. Penne bolognese. And then, I don't know, I guess people who are just like, don't give a shit because they're online, so they can just be as blunt as they want, which is fine. We're just like, I don't know, time to be rude.
To the Mortgage Down Payment Fund.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the donation. So yeah, sorry, to go back to Matthew's super chat. Yes, just simply being in attendance for stream does help. Either by, you know, making me look good for advertisers or sitting through ads. So thank you. Also, Felicity, thank you for the super chat. Please do not get a loan to support your VTuber. That's a bad idea. And then a Slith, as a Twitch VOD watcher, now on YouTube, it's great to have your VODs on in the background whilst I work. Despite the time zone difference, it's comfortable to have your yapping in the background. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the super chat. That's kind of what I do. That is kind of my main service, I guess, is I am the comfort streamer that you put on whilst you are going about your day. So if you're doing hobbies or you're doing chores or you're at work, like, that's basically what I do. That's the kind of vibes that I have. So if I can help with that, I'm glad. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you for the super chats as well. And thank you, Anon, for the donation. Thank you very much. Sorry, I've not got much water left. Can you hear this? I've got my flask. But there's very little water left. I should have probably grabbed some more water. I might do that on the hour, because, you know, it's like halfway point of the stream. Or it might be, I don't know. I think I probably can only do 2 hours, because I do have tomorrow's stream that I would like to be hopefully refreshed for, and we're going to be playing a lot of EU4. Yay! I'm going to be doing a lot of EU4. So I'll try not to do what I did on Monday and accidentally stream past 1 a.m. Price for a decent house in Australia? Well, not to get too political, but there has been successive rate cuts now in Australia. So houses are, throughout the year, getting more and more affordable. Mortgages are getting more and more affordable. Or rather, the rates on the mortgages are getting cheaper. So if I'm patient, and it looks like, if I may talk about political stuff for a hot second that is pertinent to my personal situation, it looks like the housing market will fall, as well as the mortgage prices and the mortgage rates. Not crashing, hopefully, because that would be bad for the economy, but yeah, if I continue to save up money, and as the rate cut continue to happen, which it looks like they will, then I will be able to potentially afford a house by the end of the year. So that's kind of like my big goal by the end of this year, 2025, is I would like to be able to move into my own place. If it's an apartment, or if it's an actual house, I don't know. But that's kind of what I'm aiming for. So thank you everyone who's been super chatting. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone who's donating and gifting and donating. Thank you very, very much. Because yes, that's basically where it's all going. And then, you know, I do have some projects that are in the works as well at the same time. So fingers crossed they will also happen. So yeah, I'll be able to have my own house. Yay! And hopefully nothing bad happens in the time between now and then that suddenly, like, for example, like my $5,000 PC suddenly breaks and I have to try and get a new one, for example. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But there's also going to probably be some tech things that I may need to buy for future projects. Hint, hint, wink, wink. I'm really badly winking there. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. I might have something planned. So I might need to get some decent expenses to help with those projects. 5K PC with what GPU? 4090. I have a pretty good PC. I have a pretty good PC, and then I play Total War Warhammer, and it still lags, which is wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah. I need to find a wife or a husband so I can help with the down payment. Yeah, I'll just simply go to the spouse store and buy a spouse. Is history cyclical? Are the 20s of every century always awful? I don't think so. I think it's just coincidence, to be honest. Thank you for the super chat. Vanguard Commander, thank you for the home funds. Thank you very, very much. And Matthew, thank you very much for the super chat. It's always... The fun part about Twitch is that you can bully streamers throwing bits at them. The unfun part is that Twitch charges more on mobile. Yes. I think YouTube also does that. I think so. The spouse store, also known as church. Is it? Is the spouse store known as church? Maybe I should stop being agnostic. Go back to church. Isn't that just Apple? A $5 super chat is $5. Oh, okay. It depends on your mobile phone's OS. Ah. Church is full of sinners these days. You can buy spouses at church? Apparently. I haven't been in a hot second, so... Yeah. You could meet the father. You heard it, chat. Take out your kidneys. No, don't do that. Please only support me for when you're financially stable to do so, please. I don't think I could live with myself if someone was like, yay, Clio, I'm supporting you. By the way, I had to take out a second mortgage to support you. I would be very mad at you. I would be very, very mad at you. And I would, I don't know. I would be very, very, very mad at you. Do not sell your kidneys to support me. But I guess I can talk... fine, I'll talk a little bit about it, because, you know, I just said husband, and I think everyone seems to think I'm a massive lesbian. If I'm allowed to talk about that for a hot second. I don't really give myself labels, because I find labeling yourself is too restrictive, and... I don't know. I find the labels... especially with all those, you know, like sexuality and all that jazz. Obviously it does work for some people because it helps them fit in with other, you know, it helps them fit in and helps them find, you know, like-minded people in regards to, you know, finding a community or whatever because they're, you know, involved in, you know, whatever has happened in their life that maybe they feel the need to find a new community or a new family. For me at least, I just don't know. And it takes, first of all, it takes up too much mental stress to really think about that sort of stuff. Oh, thank you for the super chats. I am deeply in debt, but this is still better than gambling. Funds for the new Hag HQ. Thank you. Thank you. And Vanguard Commander and Helios, thank you for the super chats. And on the black market, the same kidney can be worth over 100,000. Please do not sell your kidneys to give me $100,000. That's a terrible idea. And Flopposaurus, thank you for the super chat as well. Get a good house. I will try to. Anyway, sorry, what were we talking about? Yeah, so I just find thinking about labels and all that jazz very, very restrictive. I have no idea what you've just typed in the chat. There's a dancing thing. Thank you for the dancing message. I don't know what that is. Yeah, labels I find very restrictive. I don't really want to try and shoehorn myself into like a box or a label about that sort of stuff. So I just don't really think about what sort of label to give myself. You know, I like who I like, and that's what I think about it, really. And you know, I don't know if that's like, I don't know if gender is an aspect in that, because you know, guys are hot, women are hot. There you go. You already sold your children to support you. You should go buy them back before they increase in value. True? I know, and then the thing is that kind of peeves me off is when I say that, people then go and assign a label to me. And I saw some people in chat, don't do it, please. You know, I just made a point about I don't want to give myself a label. And then people are like, oh, so you're X, Y, Z. And I'm like, no, that's my whole point. I don't want to think about being X, Y, or Z. I just want to be me. My label is anti-label? Not quite. Husband applications when? Maybe, I don't know. I like my taste in men is, I don't know. Where do you register? I don't know. Oh, thank you for the gift membership. Cody Rhodes? Cody Rhodes is a really bad neck tattoo. I'm sorry. He might be, you know, physically fit and, you know, a very charismatic individual, but he also has a really bad neck tattoo. And I don't know if I could date someone with a neck tattoo like that. The tat is awful. It really is. I'm still not over it. It would be like a VTuber getting their VTuber logo tattooed on, like, their neck, basically. That's what he did. He got his wrestling logo tattooed on himself. In, like, the most visible location. It's absurd. I guess a VTuber could have it in a different location, I guess. You could have it on your tummy. Well, I guess for women, you could have this stupid womb tattoo nonsense, but it's your VTuber logo, like the one that's in the top right over there in the screen. Henry Cavill is very, very attractive. Yes, Henry Cavill is very attractive, but I feel like he's also like the easy answer because he's just like stereotypically attractive man who is physically fit and also has a quirky, fun personality and also has you know, cool interests like Warhammer. He's in Total Warhammer. I've killed him many times. Pedro Pascal? Isn't Pedro Pascal like on people trying to assume like gay-vestigate him or something? There was like a stretch in which on my phone people are like gay-vestigating Pedro Pascal into, or maybe being, I guess, bisexual or whatever. Feels very strange. Gay-vestigate? It's like transvestigations except for suspected gay people, I guess, right? Isn't he bi? Yeah. I mean, I'm bi, I guess. I'm bi myself. Ba-dum-bum. Is it Twitter schizo theories? Yes. Well, most of those are. Pretty much all of those people are. I remember there was like a very strange time in which, I don't know, there was like transvestigations were like things that people were doing. I've frozen. No, I haven't. And one of the strangest one that I saw was Seth Rogen being accused of being secretly a woman. And I was like, oh, wow. Huh? How? And there was like, they basically, like, I watched one of the videos because I was just curious as to how people jump to those conclusions, right? And they basically just they take a picture of a person and then they draw lines. And the lines indicate whether someone is male or female. And I was just like, this seems like, I don't know, astronomy or astrology for conspiracy theorists. That is insane. Yeah, it sounds like phrenology. It may have been. It was very, very strange. So, I don't know, every now and then I see people acting unhinged about like people's sexuality or gender online, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I guess it's still happening. Because like Seth Rogen, he has like a massive beard, and then he has like the deepest voice known to man, and then he smokes a load of weed, right? And I'm like, what? It seems very odd. And he has a very odd laugh. He does have a very odd laugh. People need a hobby. It does feel like a very unemployed does feel like a very unemployed person hobby to have. Just like getting out a ruler and looking at pictures of people. Be like, their fingers are of this alignment, ergo they are lying. They are lying. You have an odd laugh? I do too. You think people work all day, who work all day do that stuff? No, I think it's just like kind of, I don't know, people with maybe a bit too much free time on their hands. Because there was drama in the Total Warhammer or Total War content creator sphere like last week. And I saw the news about it and I was like, wow, huge news for unemployed Total War fans everywhere. Who can get involved in YouTubers having a slap fight. That's me. I'm self-employed, so, you know, ultimately it doesn't really mean anything. It was funny. I did end up watching the video. I think I had like an hour spare, so I watched the video and it was just like, what? What is going on? I have no idea. Now I'm just regular employed. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm a VTuber. I guess I am I guess I can't. Am I self-employed still? No, I guess I am employed, yeah. I am the best coffee salesman. Thank you. Thank you. It's weird because I've just been referring to myself as self-employed for the longest time. Self-employed contractor? That sounds correct. That sounds correct. I mean, technically everyone who's on like YouTube is technically an independent contractor, and everyone on Twitch is also an independent contractor. Because you are technically, you sign to monetize yourself, you sign contracts with Twitch and you sign contracts with YouTube. Mary, hello. Koyo, I miss you. Are you by any chance typing from bed, Mary? Hello, Mary. I miss you too. I hope you're having a nice sleep, question mark. I'll see you tomorrow. I am, how did you know? Because it's like, isn't like 5 a.m. where you are or something? No, it'd be 6 a.m. But you've ended stream like 3 hours ago, so I would assume you would be in bed. Is Mary having a stroke? I think she's just typing whilst in bed. OMG, hi. 6 a.m. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I hope you're having a nice sleep, Mary. She's venting? No, she wouldn't. Would she? I still don't know what fent is. Aside from a narcotic. I think I might keep it that way. I think I'll keep that and other drugs that way, to be honest. I think I'm fine just not doing that. Especially because I haven't mentioned it on stream yet. The collab with Tema Senpai on Monday my time is going to start, I think, at like 7 a.m. and we're going to be playing Cuphead. It will be on Tema's channel because it's going to be very, very early for me. And we're going to be playing Cuphead, and if we die, we have to take a drink. And it's starting at 7 a.m, so I'm going to be very concerned if I die a lot, because I'm going to, well, I might die IRL. If it goes badly. I've also never played Cuphead, so I might need Tema to carry me. Thank you for the super chats, Pineapple Prime. Thank you very much for the W. And then TV Table Tray. Is there someone through history that you would date and why? If I could steal Lumi's answer to this, Vlad Tepes in that one TV show that Lumi was gushing over is really, really hot. Like, he's super duper hot. So, like, he can get it. But that might just be the actor, not the actual Vlad Tepes, to be honest. What TV show? Give me a sec, I'll get the name. It's called Dracula. I think. It's called Vlad Dracula? I think? Hang on, let me check. I can't fucking find it. But yeah, it's a Netflix show, and he's pretty attractive. I don't know. I don't really look at history and the historical figures, and I don't really go, oh, he's hot. I kind of just approach it with an analytical mind, so I don't really care about I don't know, the arts of them that makes them look handsome, to be honest. I'm more concerned with what they did rather than how they look. Clio, why is the pinned message telling me lies? It's not saying any lies, it just says beanie. Thank you for the super chat, Sexy Dwarf. It just says beanie. That's not a lie. It's just a word that says beanie. Coincidentally, I am wearing a beanie. But the pinned message isn't saying anything. It's just a single message of the noun beanie. I lost earlier in the FaZe stream. Yeah. So, what? It's a beanie. It's legal to call it a beret now? That's not... I didn't agree to anything. You you have some sort of illicit arrangement amongst yourselves where you're like, it's a beanie. Thank you, Ritz. Thank you for the super chat. I think you may have misspelled the word beanie there, but thank you very much. You have like your little secret dealings amongst yourselves, like little Hagstorian court. Yes, little Hagstorian viziers going, oh yes, we will get the hag. We will get our hag. We will make her think she has a fucking beanie because she has a beanie. When in actual fact, she has a beanie. Get it? Because I didn't say the word that you want me to say. So, nah. I'm aware. The Council of 10 Hagstorians, the Council of 40 Hagstorians, the Council of 100 Hagstorians. That is how the Hagtopia is run. Also, thank you for the super chat, Pavlo John. Cuphead plus King's Cup. Not quite. That's because Tema Senpai and I live not right next to each other. So we're not going to do King's Cup because that would require us to be in the same room, I think. But yeah, we're doing, I guess, like a punishment where if we die, we do have to drink. So hopefully I don't die too much because it will be very early for me. I'm going to have to carb max like crazy that morning. So forgive me if I sound like I've just shoved a shitload of bread in my mouth, because I probably will be shoving a shitload of bread in my mouth because I think we're starting at like 7 a.m. my time. So hopefully I don't suck butts at Cuphead because I'm aware it's a pretty tough game. I've watched my friend Sarah Nagare play a fair amount of it, and I've seen other people stream it too. So yeah, your Irish will be fine. Yeah, but like I'm only really a social drinker. I don't really go crazy with alcohol aside from when I'm in a social situation, and even then it's a lot of what keeps me going is the sort of social interaction and like the, you know, being able to talk to people face to face. If it's online, I think I'm gonna fail. I think I'm gonna really bad. Tema is a professional. Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared. And thank you for the someone else. B8 Master also asked, who was the hottest world leader? Again, I don't think I can really answer that because I don't really care how attractive people are. I don't know. Richard the Lionheart, I guess, maybe dreamy. I don't know. I don't think I've seen a picture of him in a hot second. Is Richard Lionheart dreamy? Dreamy? Let me open a picture of him. The art of him looks okay. King Baldwin? Buddy, he had leprosy. I don't think I can... I might not be able to date someone... Call me shallow. I might not be able to date someone with leprosy. But again, isn't leprosy curable now? So... He was a good man. Do you know the reason he wears the mask in Kingdom of Heaven? Is because they didn't want to do... They had no money in the budget to do the makeup. So they just put a mask on him. And now everyone associates those masks with him / being a leper king. They did do the makeup? Yeah, it was Edward Norton, and then he was never credited for the film, I think. You thought the movie was kind of mid? It was when it came out, and then if you watch the director's cut, it's a bit better. Like a decent amount better. It is complete fabrications, by the way. Friggin' Orlando Bloom's character was born in Outremer. He wasn't born in fucking France, like the film implies he is. Fun fact. It's still real to me, damn it. Because he's based on a real character. Or a real person, I should say. But the person was originally born in Outremer. Well, that's what it's called, Outremer. The Outremer was just the term for the French, or the Christian kingdoms that were ruled by French lords. Outremer. I'm sorry I'm not saying it fucking French way. I don't know if you've noticed. I'm not French. So I just say Outremer to annoy the French. Bonjour. Outremer sounds sicker, though. Let's be honest. Outremer, Outremer. Outremer, Outremer. Outremer, Outremer. Outremer sounds cooler. Lieutenant, Lieutenant. I think Lieutenant sounds cooler, to be honest. Yes, Outremer means beyond the sea, because it's the kingdoms beyond the sea. How many councils does Venice have? Council of 10, Council of 40, and then they had the General Assembly, so technically 3, I think, if memory serves. I am not being racist to the French. I'm just saying that Outremer sounds cooler than Outremer, that's all. Outremer is just Ultramar. You're figuring it out. You're figuring out that Games Workshop is not original at all and just steals everything from history. Games Workshop, when it sees a historical setting that it can adapt to Warhammer Fantasy or Warhammer 40k. No, the Tomb Kings are legally distinct. There's no Egyptian influences at all. No, the Bretonnians are legally distinct. There's no French or English influences at all. No, the Empire is legally distinct. There's no Holy Roman Empire influences at all. No, Kislev is distinct. There's no Slavic/Russian influences at all. What about the Skaven? The Skaven is the Black Death turned into a human race. Nippon? Grand Cathay? There's no Grand Cathay IRL. They must have invented it themselves. Cries and ignored? Huh? I'm trying to read as many messages as I can. Skaven of Filipinos? That's not a nice thing to say about the world's strongest race. Fun facts. People from Outremer territories in France are unironically sometimes called Ultramarines. That is pretty cool. So what, people from New Caledonia are called Ultramarines? That's kind of sick. Thillian would be very annoyed. Rise up, Swagapinos. I played Dota. I know how to appease the Swagapinos. Lakad, Madatag. Normalin, Normalin. Philippines mentioned. I've never been, but I would like to. I'd like to go to Philippines. I'd like to visit more of Southeast Asia, but I haven't. I've only been to Singapore, Malaysia. Is that it? I think so. Arena collab? I'd like to collab with as many of my senpai as possible. Some people are very busy, so you know, I don't want to like just drop in unexpected and be like, "Hi, I'm in the neighborhood. Would you like to do an off collab?" Do not drink the tap water. I've heard things. I also don't want to try balut. No offense to any Swagapinos in chat. I think I'll let you keep balut. Is it balut or balu? I think I'm fine not eating that. What was I doing in Malaysia? I was traveling to Singapore, and I think I was in the neighborhood, so I was like, I'll go say hello in Malaysia for a little bit. And then I went home. Spelled balut, pronounced balut. Yes, I think so. Do I speak Dutch? No. I mean, Dutch is basically just like a weird mix of English and German, so I guess by speaking English, I'm kind of half speaking Dutch. Singapore supremacy once again. No offense to any Singaporeans, but your city is very hot and expensive. I was walking around Singapore, I think, it may have been, I mean, it doesn't matter, you're on the fucking equator. It was like June or July, I think I was there, and I was suffering. It was pretty bad. The food was great. I went to raffles, and I feel like that's like a stereotypical white person thing to do when you go to Singapore, is you go to the Raffles Hotel, and then you have the Singapore Sling, and I tried it, and I was like, this is disgusting. I hated it. So I apologize if that maybe offends you. Do I speak American? Yeehaw! Cowboy. Isn't Australia hot? It's not as humid as Singapore, I think. Did I try some chili crab? I did, and it was delicious. Chili crab was definitely one of the highlights. Singapore is a very strange place. Like, despite being a woman, I still had what's the term? I'm trying not to be disrespectful. There's a term for people who like target foreigners to try and how do I say this? It's like they try and get you like is it SPG? Is that what I'm thinking of? Are they called tourist trappers? The foreigner chasers? Yeah. Yeah. There was that. There was that. I don't even know if being gay was legal when I was there, to be honest, but I still had people coming on to me about that. It was very strange. I can't remember if I was there when homosexuality was decriminalized. Wait, when did that happen? Singapore. It was 2022. Oh, that's just for men? Oh, and for women it was always legal? Wait, what? Why was it? That's a bit unfair. Sorry, gay men. Okay, I guess it was legal then. It took 15 extra years for men to be able to be gay. What? Singapore loves Yuri, I guess? Damn. You get shot for being gay in Singapore. I imagine there's still probably like a social stigmatism. That's from Wikipedia, so I don't know if that's true. Oh, they have no recognition of relationships, apparently. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Yeah. Sorry. Yaoi lovers in shambles. Or just gay men in shambles, I guess. Damn! 15 years between women getting to clam slam and men getting to... I don't have any silly saying for men, sorry. What do you do? Be silly willies? Sword fighting? I don't even know. Did I just make that saying up? Word? Do people use that to describe gay men? I have no idea. Anyway. What was I talking about? Yeah, Singapore. It was nice. It was nice. The food was really good. Aside from the Singapore, what's it called? The Raffles alcoholic drink. Didn't like that, but everything else was really good. Singapore sling, thank you. But yeah, it was really hot. I remember just like suffering the entire time that I was there. It was just sweaty, horrible, disgusting. And I was there with family, and I was just like, ugh, ugh, ugh. This is horrible. You're not allowed to use the words to describe gay men. You will get banned. Oh, okay. Well then, don't get banned. What's your favorite Singapore food? Probably the chili crabs. Probably the chili crabs. It was very messy, but I remember going nom 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 nom. You also have that, don't you have the chicken, like you have a staple chicken curry or something? In Singapore? I'm trying to remember what it was called. Is it chili? Is it just chili rice? Am I thinking? I can't remember. Chicken, was it just chicken rice? Which seems very generic sounding, but it was quite nice. It was quite rice. Yeah, I know. Sorry, there's a very Singaporean tangent of the stream. Anyway, what were we talking about? Talked about stream plans, getting a house, history for a little bit. We talked about football. We talked about collabs. We talked about future plans, future projects. Please be patient for the future projects. I've got a lot of stuff in the works. Hopefully that I can have it all planned and ready for you guys this year. I'm hitting the ground kind of hard for 2025. Some of it might not be immediately obvious, but it is something that I'm trying to be good about working on. Trying to be aware of the time frames. Oh yeah, I had bad news. I said I had bad news. Okay, I do have some bad news. Not huge bad news, because it's not like super duper bad news. But I did give you guys a date for the history lecture, which was the 9th of June. Didn't I say 9th? Or did I say the 8th? Or did I say the 7th? Unfortunately, due to something involving the history lecture, I will have to push that back. I will have to push that back a little bit. And I don't actually have a solid date yet. So I might go ahead and delete the message that I had on the YouTube page. And I think I also did an announcement on my Discord. I will have to go and delete that, unfortunately. It is still happening. It is still happening. The lecture is still happening. But it is getting pushed back for things that are outside of my control. So, yeah. I apologize. I apologize for the people who are looking forward to it. Even though it was like 3 weeks away, it's just going to be a bit longer. So, yes. It does give me more time to work on it, which is nice. But yeah, it's there's something involved in it which will hopefully make it cooler. Hopefully make the history lecture cooler. But the time frame in which the thing that will make it cooler got pushed back. So yeah, I'm surprised you have time to work on it with your stream times. Well, that's what I was doing today. I was supposed to be working on it for a little bit. And then on Saturday, after I get home from the family get-together, I will be working on it as well. So yeah, bad news, Barrow. How dare you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you very, very much. Also, Marco, thank you for the super chats. Hot is an understatement and Singapore sling is terrible. Thank you. Thank you for agreeing with me. Thank you very much. Bazaar time? Or the bazaar time. We could play a game of the bazaar. People in the Discord have been clamoring. hack historians in the Discord have been clamoring for some daily dolls. If you want to join the Discord, by the way, it is discord.gg/Clio. That's discord.gg/Clio. The daily dolls, they are being clamored for. I haven't done this in a hot second, but we could do it. Because I used to be pretty good at I forgot what it's called. What was it? GeoGrid game? I used to be pretty good at it, but I haven't played it in a hot second. I haven't played GeoGrid game in a hot second. And I also don't have any water because now I can Bane post. I can Bane post in the chat.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it. Molded by it. I was already a man when I saw the light. And it was blinding.
Sorry, I'd really like doing that with my flask. Okay, hang on.
It would be extremely painful.
That's another good one.
We are crashing this plane with no survivors.
You're a big man.
For you?
Sorry. I just really like doing that. Anyway, I'm gonna go fill up the flask with water so I can actually do the GeoGrid game, if you don't mind. Because my mouth is like full of like saliva right now and I'm like, ah! One sec. Sorry about that. There was a little bit of a pile up. There was a little bit of pile up outside my room. 1 second. There was an even more of a pile up. There was more pile up, in fact. There was so much of a pile up that they came into my room and then took Lottie's bed. Because Lottie was with me last night, and now it's Rumi's turn to have Lottie. Anyway, hi. I'm ready for GeoGrid game, sorry. Do I have Firefox in this window? I do. No, I have GIMP open for some reason. Do I have Firefox? I do not have Firefox. We could use Chrome. Give me a second. If you don't know what GeoGrid game is, hope this works. Aha! So basically, you have to answer these questions 3. Answer me these questions 3. Now you have to fill in the grid based on the 2 categories that the country is based on. So you basically have to fill in 9 countries. They have to be unique, and you get 10 guesses, and you have to fill in 9 countries. Can I play ethno guesses? I could, but I'm not that good at it, actually. We did after the collab, after the FaZe Invaders collab, we were just hanging out afterwards for like an hour or so. And we all played Ethnoguesser. And I did okay. I got 4 perfect rounds, which isn't that great, but, you know, I did okay. Anyway, sorry. So if you've never played this before, I used to be good at this, but I haven't touched it in a hot second. Also, there's a load of cheese answers that you can do for some of these categories, which is kind of annoying because then you can just cheese the answers. I guess, what if I bring this down behind me? Where's Spout? So I'm in front. There we go. Now I'm in front. So I don't have to lean past it, and I can lean out the way for you guys to see it. Who won? I don't know. I think I was the only one who said how many I got. But yeah, so the first category we have is drives on the left, has never won an Olympic medal, CO2 emissions per capita over 5 TCO2 per year is that one. And then on the left, we have flag with an animal in Asia and capital city population over 1 million. So, if memory serves, we're looking for in Asia and drives on the left. My first thoughts would be anything that is British, right? CO2 emissions doesn't have subregions. Yes, I'm aware of that, I think. As far as I'm aware, I think it needs to be basically anything that has to do with the British. And one of the sneakiest answers that we could do is Christmas Island. Because I think, if memory serves, Christmas Island has a bird on it. And I can't spell. Christmas Island has a bird on it and it is considered part of Asia. There we go. So there we go. Do we say our guesses? I will try and do this by myself. So yeah, you get points based on how rare they are. So I got legendary with 1.7% of the answers. Wrong slot? No, drives on the left in Asia. Christmas Island. Now, drives on the left, flag with an animal. Oh, wait, yeah, that's where I meant to put it. Fuck! Okay. Flag, well, I guess we're not restricted by Asia anymore. I was doing 3 different categories at the same time. Oops. Flag with an animal drives on the left. It could be anything vaguely British. So if we want to be as obscure as possible, we need to think of something that has British or maybe even French colonialism. And it's an island in the middle of fucking nowhere. So Reunion probably doesn't count. The Falklands aren't their separate thing, are they? Oh, they are. But I don't know if the Falklands have an animal in them. But what I do know has an animal on is... I think it is South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands. There we go. I haven't done this in a hot second, but I still got it. Has never won an Olympic medal and has a flag with an animal. What we could put is... Jersey. Because I think the game treats Jersey as separate to the UK. I think, because I think Jersey does compete in the Olympics as its own thing, correct? I think. And if memory serves, it has the British Lions on it. So if I do Jersey... Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. I'm avoiding the CO2 emissions question like the plague. I'm gonna crash the fuck out on that one. And then in Asia has never won an Olympic medal. I don't know. I think Has Afghanistan ever won an Olympic medal? Oh, wait, no, they did. Didn't they win an Olympic medal at the last Olympics? I think they did. Yemen? Has Yemen won an Olympic medal? Maybe? Right? Yemen? Oman? Hang on. Yemen, Oman, Brunei. No, maybe Brunei's won an award though, because didn't... In Asia, the Bahamas? I think you need to look up where the Bahamas are. Singapore? Singapore has won medals. Singapore has definitely won medals. Something that would be deceptive that hasn't won medals but has a lot of people. Bangladesh? I think India's won medals, right? I think that could be deceptive, right? I don't think Bangladesh has ever won an Olympic medal. India definitely has, but I think Bangladesh hasn't. So I think that could fit. Honestly, I'm gonna put it. I think it could be a little bit of a sneaky answer because Bangladesh is big and has lots of people. So people might think, wait a second, Bangladesh, they probably won a medal. Oh, I only got epic. Fuck. God damn it. It probably would have been better to put like Yemen or something. Wait, hang on a second. In Asia, wait, what if I put Yemen for this one? What if I... Oh, never mind. What if I put Oman for this one? Hey, I'm in the way. Sorry, I got 1.8. I got 1.8. There you go. So I was kind of right, I just didn't put it in the right place. Anyway, drives on the left. Capital city, over 1 million people. Does Afghanistan drive on the left? Does Afghanistan drive on the left? Who drives on the left? You're thinking the Maldives? Not the Bahamas. Yeah, well, the thing is, a lot of island nations that are kind of more well-known tend to be very easy answers, so they get you less points. Is the main issue, because you need to try and get a rare answer as possible. That's the point. That's why it has like we have these ratings and then the percentage. So capital city over 1 million. Deceptively, maybe countries that seem deceptively small but might have a capital which is very centralized. So I'm thinking many island nations that people maybe don't have 1 million people. Or maybe somewhere in like Central America, like Guadeloupe, Nicaragua. I don't know if I think I said that wrong. What's the meme about like there's a guy from a certain part of Central America and he runs his Apple store like it's the Marines? Do you know that meme that I'm talking about? Do you guys know that one? It's like no? Oh man, it's the only thing I know about one of the countries in Central America is there was a meme going around on Twitter a while back in which they're famous for wearing really tight pants with men. That's the stereotype. It's men wearing super duper tight pants and they own Apple stores or run Apple stores and they run it like the Marines. Honduras? Maybe? It's bugging me now that I don't know this meme. Guys, I'm just gonna go look at a map of... Oh wait, you can see my... Hang on, let me hide this first. Central America. I'm not cheating, guys. I'm looking up Central America. It is. It might be Honduras. It might be Honduras. Apparently, there's like a meme about people from Honduras wearing pants really, really tight. And then they run Apple stores like it's the Marines. Don't show my Google history. I don't even know how big the populations are in these countries. Anyway, I'll get back to the GeoGrid. Here you go. Now that you know that I watch New Japan. Oh no, what a crime. You know that I watch New Japan. I want to say something like Jamaica, but I'm not actually certain Jamaica has 1 million people. We could go for the African Gambits. What was my Malawian Gambit? Do you reckon Malawi fits? Actually, I don't think Malawi would fit, because I think Malawi is quite decentralized. Fuck! We need an island nation that is deceptively large, and all of the capital... I mean, all of the people live in the capital. I think Jamaica fits, but I don't know if Jamaica does fit. Singapore is the obvious pick. This is gonna drive me crazy. This is gonna drive... You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just pick a former British colony in Africa, and I'm gonna say... The Zambia! Zambia! Hey! Not bad! Hey-yo! There's probably a lot of people living in Zambia. There you go. Okay. Has never won an Olympic medal. Capital city is population over 1 million. I don't know. Well, definitely not Jamaica, because they had Usain Bolt. Never punished. I'm just guessing. Just guessing. Iceland has like 350,000 people, right? It's not the British meta, it's the African Gambit, in which you pick an African nation that people probably don't remember. Like, Malawi was my go-to for a long time when I played this. It was just like, oh, when in doubt, play Malawi, and it might fit. And the answer was normally Malawi. It's just like a deceptively obscure country to a lot of people. Iceland has definitely won medals. Well, Iceland definitely has not 1 million people living in it. The African Gambit is the British strategy. It's also the Dutch strategy. It's also the Belgian strategy. It's also the French strategy. It's also the German strategy. But for this one, I think we could probably just go for another obscure African nation. Like, well, I wouldn't say Rwanda is obscure, because I think people know about what happened in Rwanda. We could do Malawi, maybe. Maybe Malawi could fit? I don't know, but we have lots of options. I don't know. There's other African nations that are kind of deceptive. Like Madagascar, for example, has a fuck ton of people, but I don't think they've won an Olympic medal before. So that could work. We could do Madagascar. We could do... Egypt's definitely won a friggin' Olympic medal. Easy. Fucking easy. But Madagascar is normally pretty rare in the past, because people forget it exists, I think. But we could maybe go for just like a populous, like a country that is pretty decently popular in Africa that people maybe don't remember exists, and then also has never won an Olympic medal. We could go like Sierra Leone, probably. We could go Guinea. We could go Madagascar. We could go... Do you reckon Republic of the Congo has ever won an Olympic medal? Ivory Coast? I mean, Ivory Coast has some athletes. Friggin' Didier Drogba is from his Côte d'Ivoire, I think is how you say that. I think that's how you say someone's from The Ivory Coast. I think you say Côte d'Ivoire. Anyone want to correct me on that? I don't know. Mali? Maybe. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm leaning towards it. I'm gonna say Sierra Leone. I think Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone. Ooh! Let's go! Someone from the Ivory Coast is called Ivorian. Oh! Okay, that sounds a bit better, I guess. Okay, we have 2 more questions. Capital city over the 1 million, and then CO2 emissions per capita over 5 TCO2 per year. Oh, it's over 5. So we need places that I guess have a lot of pollution. I'm gonna be honest. I thought Oman would have been below that. I have no idea. The problem is I don't know how big this is. How can you guys quantify what 5 TCO squared per year per capita is? Can you quantify that in your minds? I can't quantify it. Does Cairo count? I don't know. I have no idea. I got no clue. You know what? Because we have flag with an animal here, and then it's CO2. Do you reckon we could go like something obscure, like animal, some island somewhere that has like, I don't know, some island with an animal that probably doesn't pollute? Oh no, it needs to pollute a lot, doesn't it? Oh, it needs to be a high polluter. Wait a second, because it's going to be attached to the main country, isn't it? I think. Yeah. It needs to be an island nation that has an animal on it whose parent country is a big polluter. So, US Virgin Islands has a fucking eagle on it. But that might be too obvious. What are the... So, this French stuff, this Saint Martin? Maybe? Oh, but what if it's the Dutch one? Because if you're not aware, there's Saint Martin, which is the French one, but there's also Saint Martin, which is the Dutch one. Did I say Dutch one for the first one? I meant French. The first one is French, the second one is Dutch. I don't remember... Well, surely France is a big polluter, so maybe people would guess the French one. So what if we put the Dutch side? Because presumably the Netherlands pollutes a decent amount, right? Presumably the Netherlands has a decent amount of pollution attached to it. And if memory serves, I think St. Martin has a little creature on it, because otherwise it would just be the Dutch flag. I think. Would you look at that? 3.4. That seems not that good, but I guess that was okay. What is the animal, by the way? What have they got? What is that? I think they have a bird and a woman. I think it's a on the left, it's like a building, and then it's got a bird, and then it's got a woman. Okay, last one. We have, I'm very rusty at this. We have CO2 emissions per capita of 5 TCO2 per year, and capital city population over 1 million. This could be like anything in Europe. Are you kidding me? It hit midnight. And the website reset on me instantly. Can I play the previous one? Is it this one? Oh, we're back. I've never had that happen. I've never played around midnight. That scared the fuck out of me. I thought I was about to lose all my progress. Oh my god. We just spent like 20 minutes talking about this. Saved. We're back. We're back. We're back. Okay. Oh, fuck. So countries in Europe, basically. Deceptive countries in Europe that people maybe think pollute, but they might not guess is a big polluter. So my mind's eye instantly goes to the Balkans, because people always forget the Balkans, unless you're Balkan. So I guess we could say, not Germany, because that's not Balkan. I think we've got 5 candidates for this category, and I think it's Greece, although people will say Greece isn't Balkan. You know what I mean. It's in the neighborhood. Greece, Croatia, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Serbia, and Albania. I guess Hungary isn't Balkan. I think of those, Albania probably doesn't hit the requirements, and maybe Bosnia doesn't. So I think it's between Croatia, Serbia, and Greece. And then I'm going to say that people are more likely to guess Croatia, and they're probably more likely to guess Greece. So I am going to put Serbia down. I got 68th in the world. I almost got a perfect score. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. So what did we get wrong? I guess Bangladesh was our big loss, because it was the... It's kind of funny, the dot in the middle is the one. It's the one in the middle. But, so what was least popular? Okay, so we got quite a few of the least popular ones. Bulgaria! Oh, wait, Serbia. Oh, Serbia is 1.1. What was Bulgaria? Bulgaria is 1.1 as well. Sorry, you can't see it. I'm in the way. And then Sierra Leone on the bottom. And then Jamaica! Oh, Jamaica was rarer. Oh! By a little bit. I got these ones. And then, oh, Oman was twice. Wait, so what other answers could you have had? Is it board answers? I haven't done this in so long. Sorry, you can see what answers you get. So if you like the GeoGrid game, you can check out all the answers, and then you can help in the future by studying. It's fun. I like it. Yeah. I don't know. You learn a little bit about the world through playing a silly game. You could play another one since it reset. Maybe we save that for tomorrow's stream. And by tomorrow's stream, I mean today's stream. We could save that. Sorry, I'm rubbing my eye right now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the GeoGrid game section of the stream. I figured some Hexarians have been asking for it, so how about I acquiesce and I give you guys some GeoGrid gaming. Oh, one sec. Yeah. Okay, that was weird. Rumi knocked on my door and I guess he didn't mean to. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, I could save it for tomorrow, actually. We could save it for tomorrow's stream, but I also have some more fan art to show. But yeah, maybe we save that for tomorrow. Does Clio have a glasses incident? Oh, indent. Indent? Glasses indent? As in, like... What do you mean, indent? What, on my face? What? Here's the rare Clio. Shall I spook you by... I look kind of naked, don't I? Isn't this strange? Look at this naked hag on stream. Ooh, whoa. Naked. Naked and afraid. Give me back my glasses. Please. Who's this? I don't know. A strange creature. Why are you guys going so ridiculous? Cute? Do I look cuter without the glasses? What if I make it even weirder? Who the fuck is this? Wait, I can make it even weirder. Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck's this? Where's Clio gone? Who's this idiot? I've hijacked this stream. Now I'm gonna talk about, I don't know. What would not Clio talk about? Because it can't be what Oilsea talks about, because Oilsea hates history and loves science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Geriatric striptease is real. It's not a geriatric striptease, okay? Doobie? No, I don't look like Doobie. I come back and Clio's naked. What happened? I'm not naked. I'm not naked. Why are you acting so ridiculous? On Ite is your VTuber. I don't know who you are, but I'm simping. You don't tell Clio. Oh. Really? This is all it takes? I just have to take off my glasses and my coat and my hat and all of a sudden you're overstimulated? What? Bye-bye VOD? Don't say circumcised. That's strange. You're being strange. Is this allowed? Yeah? Of course it's allowed. I'm not naked. I'm just naked. Is it really that unusual? Really? I guess you don't get to see me that often in this way. I guess you don't see me like this. Do I stream with pants on? I have been. It's very cold at the moment. It's quite cold in the house. So I've been streaming with pants on. Sorry to disappoint. Charming? No. Oh, thank you. I do not know how to say your name. KDRG. Thank you. I'm sorry, that's probably Dutch. Welcome to the Hackstorians. Thank you for the membership. And thank you for the super chat, Zanzus. Feels like a runner from Sherlock Holmes. A runner from Sherlock Holmes. I never watched it. The TV show. The one with Thingy Cumberbatch in it. It's easy to see the freckles. That's true. You can see my freckles. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Kusa. Every year, Sakana flies out all his talents to Offkai and puts them in one room. Many get FaZe girls don't have the survival skills like close and lock the fucking door. I'm not going to Offkai. I will not be going to Offkai because I think that will be too much of a trip to take out from streaming for me personally. So I don't want to take a huge break from streaming considering I just debuted. So yes, I will be staying at home. It's pretty far. It is. It's pretty far. And also, I think I need to apply for another ESTA. Oh, maybe I don't. Because I went in 2023. So I think my ESTA from then would still be applicable. Thank you for the super chat. Seductively takes off glasses. Wow, you're so blurry. That's true. What the hell does that mean? Can you put the birth control glasses back on? What do you mean by that? And thank you, RJ, for the super chat. Hello, Panko's mum. Hello. What Are you saying this? You're saying this is birth control for me? Because no one will ever want to touch me if I'm wearing these glasses? And then if I do this, then all of a sudden I'm the sexiest person alive and you can't keep your hands off me? Is that what you're trying to say? Those are baby making glasses? If you're using glasses for baby making, then I think you need to go back to school and learn the birds and the bees. Can you teach me? No. It's like Superman, you can't recognize me without them. Is it really that bad? I guess because I've had the model a bit longer than you guys have been seeing it. But I don't know, I'm so used to looking at me from the various different ways. So all this is not that foreign to me, you know? It's all, you know, woo, 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 woo. Woo. Yeah? What are you going to do about it? I'm tweaking out. I'm not. I'm just wiggling. What happened to my left eye? I was in a duel and I got slashed. And then I killed the person that slashed my eye. I'm not Superman because I don't want to be Superman. Superman's boring. We already had the DC Comics talk. I said that Star Sapphire was probably the one that I wanted to be, but then I don't know. I haven't read DC in a long time. After they did Flashpoint and New 52, I was like, I'm out. I'm out. Every now and then I'm like, oh, what if I go back? Maybe the stories that I liked are still going, or maybe the new stories are that good. Because I really liked this. I liked the Lantern Corps series. I liked learning about the various different Lantern Corps. I thought they were cool. And then they New 52'd, and then everything went out the window. History is boring, but you're making it not boring. Really? By taking my glasses? So you want to be brainwashed? No comment. You like Injustice? Like the fighting game? I've never played it. Superman's not that boring. The new film that's coming out looks okay. Oh, come on. Am I back? Am I back? We were doing so well recently, and then my OBS just randomly DC'd. Hopefully the stream didn't die then. Did the stream die? Because it said OBS disconnected, and then it reconnected. Sorry for the Windows jump scare. It's OBS telling me that I reconnected. Yeah, the new Superman film looks okay. I saw the trailer. Hopefully it's all right. Hopefully, I don't know. I want to like DC because I do have an affinity for DC, but there's so much about the DC cinematic universe that is just straight butts. But hopefully the new one is okay. Do you like the Orange Lantern? Yeah, I liked Larfleeze. I really liked Avarice. I thought all of the Lantern Corps stuff was cool. All will be well. I thought Blue, like the Saint 14? Was his name Saint 14? He was sick as hell. He was a cool character. Is he even still alive? A cool character. Is he even still alive? What's my favorite DC animated film? I don't think I've seen enough of them to have a favorite. I've probably only seen one of them. Yeah. I can't even remember which one I've seen. Anyway. I think... Yeah, in blackest day and darkest night, no one will escape my might. Isn't that what the slogan was? Or is it in blackest day and brightest... No, in blackest In brightest day and blackest night, no one will escape my might. White Lantern fight or something? I don't remember. That was a hard. It's kind of scary to think about. When was Blackest Night? Blackest Night. Blackest Night Omnibus 10th anniversary? Fuck. When was that released? 2019. Fuck. You mean to tell me the Blackest Night was 16 years ago? Oh no. It's $178? I guess it is the omnibus. How many pages is it? Does it have a page number? Oh, it's 1,664 pages. Okay. That's alright then, I guess. That's a lot of comic. That is a lot of comic. What does it have? It gets Adventure Comics 4 to 4, 5, 7, Blackest Night 0 through 8, Blackest Night Batman 1 through 3, Blackest Night The Flash 1 through 3, Blackest Night JSA 1 through 3, Blackest Night Superman 1 through 3, Blackest Night Tale of the Core 1 through 3. I think that's the one I like the most. Blackest Night Titans 1 through 3, Blackest Night Wonder Woman 1 through 3, Catwoman 83, Green Arrow 30, Green Lantern 43 to 53, Green Lantern Corps 39 to 47, Phantom Stranger 42, Starman 81, Suicide Squad 67, The Atom and Hawkman 46, The Power of Shazam 48, The Question 37, Untold Tales of Blackest Night 1, and The Weird Western Tales 71. Interesting. So there's no brightest day in it either. Huh. No brightest day. But yeah. We're talking comics? Yeah, I just found out that there's a 10th anniversary of Blackest Night and it came out 6 years ago. So that makes me feel a bit old. Cape shit. How dare the nerdy VTuber has nerdy interests. I thought Clio IT was a normie. She has football as a hobby. I'm a well-versed person. I have lots of interests. There is a separate Brightest Day Omni. Oh geez. Oh yeah, I see it. 2022 edition. Fucking hell. So how many pages is this? Wait, it doesn't even have the list of pages. Oh, no, 696. Brightest Day just got killed, didn't it? Why did they kill it? Like, what was the reason? They were just like, oh, the story ended, and then... I guess now it's time for Flashpoint, haha. I'm like an onion. I'm not an onion. Stop calling me an onion. Sorry, I was looking at the comic covers and I was like, ooh. You'd like some coffee, please? Did you know that you can get some coffee at shop.faze-connect.com? That's shop.faze-connect.com to get your Clio IT coffee today. Hag onion and onion hag. Coffee shell. You can also get other merch like the standee and the acrylic panel if you would like. You like onions? I'm not an onion. I'm not an onion. Don't call me an onion. I'm not an onion. Is it because I'm not wearing my hat? If I put my hat on, will you stop calling me an onion? Thank you for the super chat. You are 100% an onion. I'm not an onion. What about garlic? Garlic doesn't even look like this. I will admit onion is closer, but I'm definitely not a garlic. I'm an apple. Don't call me an apple. What am I, an iPhone? Take off the hat, onion. You cannot make demands of me, okay? An onion wearing a beret. Stop. I'm not French. I'm putting the glass... I'm sorry, you're ruining the moment. I'm putting the glasses back on, putting the coat back on. Can't trust you guys. You have to act nice. Otherwise, I'm gonna put my clothes back on. You have to be nice to me or I put my clothes back on, okay? How to not frame that like a YouTuber. Oh, my chat died. What the heck? Guys, you're typing too fast and chat died. I think that's the first time that's happened to me. Welcome back, thank you. Yeah, some strange woman was here, huh? I learned that from Ludco? No, I didn't! Ludco isn't real! You've made her up and thrust her upon Panko, my beloved daughter. How dare you? So I'm trying to look angry, but I can't. I look too cute. Glad to have you back. Oilsea showed up? No, Oilsea didn't show up. I can show you Oilsea showing up. I hate her, but I can show her showing up. POV, you almost reignited a dying star, but you fumbled the hag and she put her clothes back on. So true. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much. It is past midnight, just a heads up. I did say I was going to end at midnight, and now it's 22 minutes past midnight. Oilsea is, oh, hang on. Oilsea is more like this, guys. I pressed the wrong one. My bitch! No! Okay, hit yourself with a brick right now. That didn't happen, okay? Oilsea is like this. History fucking sucks. I hate the Hagstorians. STEM rules. Humanities drool. See? She's awful. We hate her. You shouldn't like Oilsea. She sucks. Yeah, she wants to play League of Legends with Sakana. That's disgusting. Oilsea loves Flashpoint and the new 52. And supports Liverpool, not Everton. And is also New Zealander, I guess. So it's very late for her because she's what, 2 hours ahead of us. And yeah, Oilsea wears a beret and is an onion head. And does think that she's sexy. So she's awful. She's everything awful. Now I'm just reflecting. I don't know what you're talking about. Oilsea likes coffee and hates tea. So true. Oilsea is a Tottenham fan? No, she wouldn't stoop that low. She would be a bandwagoner and would support Liverpool, probably. Shallot head? That's rude. I don't have a shallot head, but Oilsea does, I guess. She's an onion head. Yeah, Oilsea is Gyaru Clio, I guess. She's opposite Clio. She loves first-person shooters and League of Legends and hates strategy games and history. Also, someone asked, should I play Kingdom Come Deliverance? Don't worry, I did see your message. You should. It's a good game. It is a good game. Oilsea, my beloved? No. Oilsea loves NFL? True. Does she like Destiny 2? I think she would hate Destiny 2, probably. Will you play as Everton in FIFA? No, the plan that I'm going to do eventually is we're going to get a Football Manager game, which I guess is going to be Football Manager 2024, because I think they cancelled 25, and then they delayed the next one, I guess, because they're trying to make the game better or something. So I think I'll buy Football Manager 2024, and then we'll make FaZe Connect FC after. So Saturday stream. So Saturday I'm doing another evening stream, and we'll be focusing on creating FaZe Connect Football Club. That is what we will be doing. That's what we're doing. So we'll need to figure out, we'll have to decide as an audience, as a streamer and audience, we will need to decide who is playing in which positions. And then what formations, and then our starting 11, and then also, you know, because we have 29 players, so we'll have a massive squad. We're going to have a lot of depth. So we don't need to necessarily make like hard decisions about who is playing in what position, because we can have multiple. So yeah. I hate that I'm going to read this. Threesome with Clio and Oilsea would go crazy. I'm shaking my head in disagreement with what you've typed, to indicate that I'm disapproving of this. Because Oilsea hates clavicles. Could you ever date someone who hates clavicles? No. Self-cessed? Also, yes, self-cessed is a bit... Well, actually, no, because Oilsea is not me. It's a different person. Because she lives in New Zealand. Oh. Am I going to reconnect? Am I back? Hello? Am I back? We are back? Okay, so my internet died twice. I am going to take that as a sign that I need to potentially end stream. Because, yeah, I keep FaZe reconnecting. Oh. Are we disconnected? Oh, we're back. Wait, I'm back? Jesus Christ, guys, I can't. This is why I can't bring up Oilsea. My stream starts dying. Yeah, I think we end stream. Thank you for the super chat. It is not Cleover, only for now, only today's stream. But yes, it's probably a good time to maybe send you guys off somewhere. Is anyone live? Rie is live and Tema is live. I have raided Rie a few times, so I'm gonna raid Tema. Let's go raid Tema. She is playing Kazan. I am doing the thing, chat. I am doing an experiment. So let's go raid Tema. Yeah. I don't know, everything started dying, so I think maybe I might need to do a speed test in the morning to see if that's going to keep happening, because that's a bit scary. So thank you very much for coming, guys. So I'm gonna have to move. Thank you very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I hope you enjoyed the evening chats. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed chatting with me and spending some company with me. Thank you to all the lurkers. Thank you to all the chatters. Thank you to all the donators. Thank you to all the gifters. Thank you to all the I said lurkers, didn't I? Thank you to all the donators. Did I say that? Thank you. Thank you very, very much for the support, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's little chat. And I will be back. I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, in about 9 hours. 9 hours and 30 minutes. Hopefully I can get to sleep straight away. But if not, hopefully I won't be too tired. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll go over the fan art tag, and I'll also, I don't know, hopefully have a good night's sleep, and then we can play some map games. Yay! Hands up in chat, or type 1, actually. Type 1 in chat if you like map games. And type 2 if you love them. Thank you very much for coming, guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow. So, or later today. Until next time, guys. See you later. IT Gator. In a while. Clio dial. Noot noot. Noot 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 noot. Should I have like a proper signing off? Otsu FaZe, Otsu Clio, Otsu Hag, Otsu History, Otsu Yap, Otsu Hello. Good night, guys.